Historically significant things that happened on March 22nd. March 22nd stands as a calendar date defined by the powerful stewardship of natural resources and the high-stakes evolution of modern governance. It is a day that captures the duality of human progress, from the 1765 passage of the Stamp Act, which ignited the foundational fires of American independence, to the 1945 founding of the Arab League, marking a massive shift in Middle Eastern geopolitics. Whether reflecting on the 1993 inauguration of World Water Day as a global mandate for environmental education, or celebrating the birth of theatrical visionary Andrew Lloyd Webber, March 22nd consistently highlights the moments when policy, art, and ecology converge to shape the structural integrity of our global society. Let us look at the significant historical events of March 22nd, categorized by cultural, educational, financial, physical/mental/relational health, political, professional, social, spiritual, and scientific and technological points of view. Historically significant things that happened on March 22nd. From cultural point of view, 1848, the Venetian Republic is proclaimed. Following a revolt against Austrian rule, the Republic of San Marco was briefly restored in Venice, a moment of immense cultural pride and romantic nationalism. 1948, birth of Andrew Lloyd Webber, the world-renowned composer of The Phantom of the Opera and Cats, was born. His work bridged the gap between classical structure and popular musical theater, much like the structural counterpoint found in Bach. 1976, release of The Man Who Fell to Earth. Starring David Bowie, this cult classic film was released, pushing the boundaries of science fiction and avant-garde cinematography. Historically significant things that happened from educational point of view. 1993, First World Water Day. Observed by the United Nations to educate the global population on the importance of fresh water and the sustainable management of water resources. 1954, integration of St. Louis schools. Following the spirit of the Brown versus Board of Education discussions, the St. Louis Board of Education began the formal process of desegregating its public high schools, a landmark educational shift. Historically significant things that happened on March 22nd. From financial point of view, 1765, the Stamp Act is passed. The British Parliament passed the Stamp Act, imposing the first direct tax on American colonists. The financial burden and the lack of representation became the primary catalysts for the American Revolution. 1928, the Black Friday of the silver market. A massive crash in silver prices occurred as the Bank of England began selling off large quantities, affecting global trade and mining valuations. Quote, Historically significant things that happened on March 22nd. From physical/mental/relational health point of view. 1984, the Baby Faye legacy. Months after the famous Baby Faye heart transplant from a baboon, medical journals published comprehensive studies on xenotransplantation, sparking a massive ethical and scientific debate on organ rejection and donor health. 2020, first major COVID-19 lockdowns. On this day, several major global cities initiated strict stay-at-home orders, fundamentally altering the mental health landscape and relational dynamics of families worldwide. Historically significant things that happened on March 22nd from political point of view. 1945. The Arab League is founded. In Cairo, Egypt, the Arab League was established by 6 founding members to promote economic, cultural, and political cooperation, creating a new geopolitical bloc in the Middle East. 1972. The Equal Rights Amendment, ERA. The U.S. Senate passed the ERA and sent it to the states for ratification. The amendment sought to guarantee equal legal rights for all American citizens regardless of sex. Historically significant things that happened on March 22 from professional point of view. 1960. Patenting the laser. Arthur Shallow and Charles Townes received the first patent for the optical maser, now known as the laser. This professional breakthrough revolutionized everything from engineering measurements to modern medicine. 1894. The first Stanley Cup Championship. While a sporting event, it marked the professionalization and standardization of hockey as a major North American industry. Historically significant things that happened on March 22. From social point of view. 1933. Dachau concentration camp opens. The first Nazi concentration camp opened in Germany. It served as a dark social turning point, moving from political rhetoric to the industrial-scale implementation of human rights atrocities. 1963. The Beatles release Please Please Me. The release of their debut album ignited Beatlemania, a social phenomenon that transformed youth culture and the global social fabric. Historically significant things that happened on March 22. From spiritual point of view. 1832. Death of Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, the German polymath and author of Faust, died. His spiritual and philosophical explorations of the human soul influenced Western thought and the Romantic movement. 1980. Execution of Archbishop Oscar Romero. While his official death is marked on the 24th, the political and spiritual tensions in El Salvador reached a breaking point on this day, leading to his martyrdom as a voice for the poor. Historically significant things that happened on March 22, 1997. Comet Hale-Bopp at perihelion. One of the most widely observed comets in history made its closest approach to the Sun. It was visible to the naked eye for a record 18 months. 1995. Valery Polyakov returns from space. The Russian cosmonaut landed after spending a record 437 days aboard the Mir space station, a critical experiment in human endurance for future long-duration spaceflight. Hi viewers, family and friends. How did you like the content of this video? Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please write in the comments your name and the place you are watching from. Since our viewing family is spread all over the world, it will be nice to know which city and the country you are watching from, so I can say hello to you. Science and technology, reading and listening to the historical accomplishments on this date of those who have gone before us. I, as a professional engineer with interest in structural engineering, energy-efficient buildings, ICF construction, and as Google Docs expert with interest in spreadsheet-based solutions, draw inspiration to ask of myself the million-dollar question, what would I accomplish today? Think about the Japanese practice of Kaizen. Let me know in the comments. What would you accomplish today? Your subscribing to the channel inspires me to post more such videos. Thanks for your patronage. See you in the next video. Sincerely, Yogi Anand.